It is time to continue with the next mission, Task Force Hippocrates.
There are more reports than usual about Klingon and Gorn attacks along the border of Federation space. Starfleet has created a task force to patrol the area. Proceed to your assigned coordinates in the Zarantine system and begin patrolling. If you receive any distress signals, you are authorized to do whatever is required to assist.
Okay. We have been by that system as well. We did return back to Earth. Yes, because Lieutenant Farah, I believe you pronounce his name as, he contacted us asking, and we got duty officers. I assigned them to several assignments, and that is all needed to say. Okay. So we were actually pretty close to the briar patch, and it may take some time to reach the system. Klingon space begins along here by the Trimble system. Trimble system's literally by the border. And in many ways, it wouldn't take much to do a direct from that system to the Trimble system, and then make a direct run straight to the Fleet Starbase. Well, Kronos system being at the order wouldn't be a possible reach. You wouldn't be able to cross two sectors, even if it's only the outer edge there, before getting stopped. We'd have Tholian territory here, but in many ways that's still Klingon territory. Very interesting. Okay, we just cross into the solar system. So we have two sectors still to go. We'll do a bit through to come down, but regardless, no. Come out of this and I'll show you duty officers. Okay, these are now the department heads, having only still 4 officers. We have our first officer, Alicia Flores, although I am debating to switch Alicia with Devrel, but I haven't decided, so I'm leaving it as Alicia. Chief of Engineering and Chief of Operations is Zavra. Chief of Medical and Science is Devrel. Chief of Tactical is Alicia Flores, and Chief of Security is Coles. I was then also debating. Now, it may sound like I have something wrong with Alicia. I don't have a problem with Alicia. However, I was also tempted to make her full job being first officer and have Kolev be Chief of Tactical as well, similar to others, because normally you see Chief of Tactical and Chief of Security being the same individual, with the exceptions of Odo on Deep Space Nine, but that was a space station. And then again on the Enterprise with Worf and trying to think. Worf was tactical, but then he changed to security for a time.
The Klingons are willing to use any weapon available to destroy the Federation, even time itself. It falls to a small group of brave Starfleet officers to restore the timeline and rescue one of their own. Who controls this sector may determine who controls the war.
Where's from the late Spock? Okay, the Zarantine system. There are more than 20 micronebulas in the Zarantine system, and at least 3 of which contains protomatter. Because of this, the system has frequently been contested, and was occupied by Jem'Hadar forces during the Dominion War. The Zarantine government was officially remaining neutral, has recently agreed to give Starfleet full and open access to its space. So, this is a Starfleet, or rather a Federation planet, in that we have open communications.
To all Federation ships in range, this is the USS Boyce. We are taking fire from Gorn fighters and need aid from any ships in range. Repeat, we are being attacked by Gorn and need help.
Let's go help the points. Begin fire.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay, fire here.
Target's shields have failed.
One thing I like is the fact that the Peacock turns at a much faster rate than the Artemis. And with the increased amount of weapons having torpedoes at the aft as well as the front, allows fighting to be better.
Thanks for the assistance. We were diverted from our deliveries to deploy these emergency solar collectors. But now we need your help to activate them. Our starboard power coupling is blown, and we're reading damage to our navigation systems and warp core. If you can reroute the collector's energy output to us, we can use it to keep our shields up while we make repairs.
We should have no problem getting close enough to switch the collectors to the transmit mode. It's 3, but where's...
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have
Okay,
failed.
this may prove slightly problematic.
Target's shields have failed.
Uh, having trouble having... Done. Okay, let's turn around to the solar collector. This protomatter is very distracting. Okay. That's one. I must also have to admit, although we got the warning, the fact that these would be harder, and while I'm not dismissing the fact that they are harder, as I cannot compare them to what it would have been like on the USS Artemis doing these missions, but we do seem tactically more superior than we were on the USS Artemis. I was going to say that was a utility cruiser. That wasn't a utility cruiser. Because the USS Windsor in the 23rd century is a utility cruiser. Getting mixed up. Yes, I'm not aware of what the USS Artemis was. But it's time to engage in more combat. While I have to admit, I don't particularly view Gorn in space combat being a threat. Gorn on the surface, however, I find more formidable. However, that may just be because I find more comfort in space battles than I do in ground battles. Okay. Two down, last solar collector, and we are done for that particular part. What the hell was that? Could just be mines left over. Yes. The voice is hailing us, Captain.
Power levels are holding steady. We can handle it from here. Thanks for the helping hand. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish our medical deliveries without too much of a delay.
Good luck, points. Peacock out. Incoming message from Starfleet, sir. Vulcan medical vessel, the T'Pau, is requesting assistance. We are the closest ship. I've laid in a course to the T'Pau's coordinates. We can leave on your command. Who would attack a Vulcan medical ship? Hailing the T'Pau, sir. Channel open.
I am Salar, captain of the Vulcan medical ship T'Pau. There is an outbreak of Tacanian syndrome on the planet's surface. It is of utmost importance that the medical supplies we carry be delivered immediately. Please, accompany us to the planet and defend us from enemy ships.
Okay. It's an actual Vulcan ship. I thought Vulcans didn't think species made ships other than Federation ships after they joined the United Federation of Planets, especially founders such as Vulcans and Tellarites, humans.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Apologies.
Target's shields have failed.
Sorry, it's a bit jumpy. Oh, it's at 93%. Interesting, the shield's barely taking any damage. Which means that 8% damage we received was from bleed through. I agree with the captain of the T'Pau. There is no reason for them to want this system
Target's shields have failed.
other than its proximity to Klingon space. What was it that we read? Held part by the Jem'Hadar during the Dominion War. Its government remained neutral, although it's only just started giving assistance to Starfleet. Nothing in that would make any sort of wager other than just a last attempt to decrease their allies. Starfleet's allies, that is.
Target's shields have failed.
Area Pleb, we defeated 20 Gorn vessels. Interesting achievement. I'm surprised at so many. Although I believe our first 6 missions were rather heavy with Gorn. Now Klingon. This mission above all shows very heavy collaboration between Gorn and Klingon. An establishment we already knew was there, but it's one thing to be aware of it, one thing to witness it, I suppose. Okay, so much fire is making the game lag, so I apologise. We're taking a hell lot of hits. The shields seem to be holding. The presence of Klingon vessels indicate that this attack is not simply a Gorn raid, but an operation by the Klingon Defense Force. I agree with your assessment. Captain T'Pau is hailing us.
We are detecting weapons fire on the planet's surface. My ship is on a mission of peace. We are unequipped to deal with armed resistance. Will you secure the area so our healers can transport to the planet's surface safely?
Let us go. I am what many would possibly of the pre-United Federation humans would call a Vulcan sympathizer. I'm reading multiple Gorn and Klingon life signs between here and the medical facility. We'll need to defeat them before Vulcan medical team can transport. The local security personnel are unequipped to deal with them. I'm also reading various life signs about the complex. It looks like some of the patients were caught in the crossfires. Check fire, we don't want to risk any of the patients. This is quite Klingon operation. It does seem bizarre seeing Gorn and Klingon fight side by side with two different search. Optional search. Okay.
Starfleet? Thank goodness you've arrived. We've been overwhelmed. Klingons and Gorn, ransacking the whole place. Good to see you here. Those Klingons and Gorn have been wiping us out.
Stay here and keep your head down. We'll take care of the
You
Klingon.
don't have to tell me twice.
Let's use this console. Check hospital services. This research hospital serves all manners of medical needs. Okay. Special services. This hospital includes development for Federation medical research as well as incorporating xenotransplantation to cure problems caused by radiation poisoning, genetic defects, and unsafe. Interesting. Genetic frequency research, but that's illegal in the Federation. I picked up the same thing. Genetic defects. Genetic resequencing is the only way to get rid of such defects. Although, Zarandin isn't a Federation colony world. This could be what the Klingon and Gorn are looking for. That hence being the issue with it all is that this isn't a Federation world. Although they may, to a degree, assist us in a matter of things. Many humans, Vulcans, Bolians, species of the Federation. Ooh. Have several individuals.
Where are the resequencing virals?
I don't know. I'm just a patient. I don't know.
Ah, you're early.
How does he know? How does everyone know my rank? Might I just add? How do they know I'm a lieutenant commander? Especially seeing I've just got promoted. Was the week or two it took me to travel long enough for them to know who was assigned to this, and the fact that I'd been recently promoted to a lieutenant commander, and the fact that, well, I'm supposing I am making a name for myself. Let us see. Okay, so that's facing the Gorn. So I'm going to speak for. I don't know what the optional mission, search the hospital for information, would be. Okay. Why are you here?
I'm being treated for Tacanian syndrome. There's been some kind of outbreak lately. I don't know much about it, other than The doctors say I need a transplant of my own bone marrow, resequenced and cloned. Please, you have to help us.
Why are you behind a force field? Are you contagious?
No, the Gorn and the Klingons put those force fields up when they arrived. They didn't want any of us to escape. Most of us patients here can barely stand. We're not going anywhere. Please, you have
What
to
did the
help
Gorn
us.
want with you?
He was asking about all the medical supplies and tests, the resequencing, virus, cell growth chambers, everything. I don't know about these things. I'm just a patient here.
Resequencing and cloning? It's like the stealing material used for genetic augmentation. The Klingons never had any luck with augmentation. Their attempts to use the augmentation virus in the 22nd and 23rd centuries were disasters. Why would they even be bothering again? Klingons have never been open to reopen an unsuccessful line of inquiry, because it's not for the Klingons, it's for the Gorn. The Klingons are obviously assisting the Gorn in their interests. Damn it, special charging. Interesting. So I have searched for additional information. I was unaware. I suppose it perhaps was because I asked several questions. Or perhaps I talked to the patient. That was the difference. So I'm tired. And time to get thrown around by a rock. See, it's these guys who scare the bejeevers out of me. Wait, who are you focusing on? Pose. Can have himself, well that's not that surprise. Screw you. Right, let's signal Captain Solar. I think I'd rather talk to the Vulcan doctor
Peace
first.
and long life to you.
What is Tacanian syndrome?
A rare virus that attacks the blood cells of some humanoids. The disease was first diagnosed 47.6 years ago on Taken 3. Victims of Tacanian syndrome slowly stop producing red blood cells. If left untreated, the disease is always fatal.
What's the treatment?
We will administer a series of injections to the patients over the course of the next 3 weeks. The treatment can be uncomfortable, but if given in time, the recovery rate is 100%.
Okay. Who developed the treatment?
A team at Starfleet Medical used the Fabrini cure for xenopolycythemia discovered by Ambassador Spock and Admiral Leonard McCoy in 2268 as the basis for a treatment. Xenopolycythemia and Tacanian syndrome are similar in nature. The Vulcan Science Academy is attempting to determine if the two diseases are linked in some way.
Okay. Okay, that's my interest sorted.
Although this facility has sustained some damage, I expect that my crew will be able to restore this wing to functionality in 52.3 minutes. Your decisive action has potentially saved the lives of many patients today.
52.3 minutes, okay. That's oddly accurate for something such. I understand the fact that you work with details, but while the hospital may be saved, I'm still concerned about what the Gorn might have stolen.
I cannot speak to the larger issues of the Gorn and Klingon attacks. Logic suggests that if the Gorn left any clues behind, my crew will find them while they are making repairs. Do not hesitate to speak with them for further information. Your assistance has been appreciated, but the situation is now stable. You may depart.
Thank you, Captain Salah. The area is secure, Lieutenant Commander. Captain Salah's crew may be able to answer a few questions if you wish. We can return to the Peacock as soon as you're ready. I'm sure the fact that in our following missions we'll go exactly figure it out. But for now, let's contact Starfleet.
Good work. I'm looking forward to reviewing your report. On first glance, it's clear that the Klingons are doing something with genetic modification. Since they don't have their own equipment, they're stealing ours. This is a bad road, and I suspect there's worse news to come.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
That's the mission for now. So,
We have reports
see you
of the
guys.
True Wave fleet entering the...
Sorry for that. I'll see you guys in the next episode, which it appears is a new mission story arc. Very interesting, very unexpected. But as for that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.